Hello, this is Soundout here, and welcome back to Soundout's Pickups. Today we're taking a look at what I purchased between February 10th and February 16th. This is pretty much not everything I got here in the start. That's because I went to the comic shop this week after a month or so hiatus due to traveling and other expenses. But here we have a bunch of figures, and guess what? There's only like one DC figure here. So this is a really nice change of pace. So starting up, we have figures I got Sunday, February 10th, which would be the Captain Marvel Legends Wave with the Kree Sentry Build-A-Figure. This was lovely donated to the show by my dad, who bought these as a gift to celebrate my 10th anniversary on YouTube. So thank you to my wonderful dad. These are awesome. I really wanted the Kree Sentry, especially because he's very Jack Kirby and he's very much a Fantastic Four character in my eyes. It was one of those things where I didn't really know too much about the character until I was reading about him when the figure got revealed. And I was just like looking at it, I was like, oh, it's Jack Kirby inspired, but then I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't get it because, you know, there's only 2 comic figures in the wave. And then my dad bought me the whole wave and solved all of my dilemmas, and that is wonderful. So these are all going to get fully reviewed for the Marvel Legends Rundown 2019. But quick thoughts, Kree Sentry is awesome. If you like Jack Kirby art stuff, definitely worth it. This Captain Marvel, she doesn't come with the Build-A-Figure part, but she is pretty awesome herself. There's also like other variations of this. Really cool. I dig the helmets. This Captain Marvel is a total pass if you're not building the Kree Sentry, unless you really want the cat. This head is the better head. This is the unmasked one from the other Captain Marvel, as opposed to the one she came with, which didn't really look like her at all. But it does have Goose the cat if you want that. We also have Skrull Commander Talos. I did want this one, even though I'm, not collecting as many MCU figures because there's so many comic figures and Toy Fair's happening right now, and there's more to talk about there later. But I love Skrulls. I love Skrulls a lot. So this is cool. I pretty much collect any Skrull figure I can find. Then we have the Young Nick Fury with a few accessories like a gun and a spoiler cap. Really cool figure. Really nice Samuel L. Jackson likeness. I'm just gonna leave his accessory over there for now. Here's the Star Force Commander / Jan Rog. Sort of looks like Jude Law in the face. Probably couldn't secure his license. I know some are expensive than the others, but it also works kind of like his generic Kree guy if you wanted to army build them. Grey Gargoyle, one of the Iron Man villains from the 90s cartoon. I have all the others for the most part except for Dread Knight, who I hope they re-release at some point. But he's really cool. I like the clear plastic usage. He's cool. And then the figure I was actually looking forward to the most of the wave outside the Kree Sentry was Genis Vell. Genis Vell's cool. I like the way they did the star pattern and the clear plastic. I think it worked better than Mattel's DC Signature Series Starboy. So, that's cool. But yeah, he's a really cool figure. So yeah, it's a pretty neat wave. There's a lot of variety to it. But yeah, like I said, I'll kind of go into more detail and rate them all in the Legends breakdown. But I can't just show them and not talk about them. Moving on to the same day, went out to Walmart and finally came across Mega Bloks Mega Construx Series 4. Mostly for... Okay, well, Captain Marvel just killed a Skrull. Anyways, mostly for Hellboy. Hellboy's one of my favorite comics characters of all time. I collect every Hellboy figure I can get within range. There's a Dark Horse Direct one coming out later this year and a Mezco one and stuff, but we'll have more Hellboys, I think. This is the cool Mega Construx one. I kind of wish he had the jacket, but I probably could cannibalize it off of another Mega Bloks figure, but he's really cool. Definitely neat. He's packed 4 per case, which is nice. So if you're a Hellboy fan, you want a little Hellboy for your desk, definitely perfect. I also picked up Evil-Lyn from Masters of the Universe. I am a semi-casual Masters fan. I'm casual enough that I don't know everything, and I haven't seen all the cartoons in full or anything like that, but I'm hardcore enough I own Masters of the Universe Classics Castle Grayskull, so it's kind of like I'm in the middle there, but I do like the characters in the mythology. I love the DC comic and some of the other shows, but Evil-Lyn's cool. I picked up Evil-Lyn and Man-at-Arms because the new 5-pack came out, which will give me the chance to get He-Man and Teela, which I never was able to find, which is why I didn't get the other ones from the first 3 waves. So I'll be keeping up with these. Not sure if I'll get the Castle Grayskull. It's coming out, but I'll definitely keep up with these. So that does it for the toys. Oh no, sorry, almost forgot about Harley here. So this is the Harley Quinn. I got her on Tuesday. Harley Quinn, this is the DC Multiverse Walmart exclusive. I didn't want to pay full price for her because I had plenty of Harleys at this point, so I thought she'd go on sale. My stores ended up with just spoilers and nothing but spoilers on sale. So I picked up this Harley for $15 on an Amazon third-party deal. This one is not getting reviewed separately. She's actually really good. If you did get a chance to get this figure, it's a really nice Harley. It's more of a rebirth design. These parts are removable, which is cool because they're separate pieces, so her ankles work. Her ankles do work. They're not stupid like some other multiverse. She's got double joint knees. She's got the new female body. I like the look of the face. She's even got her ponytails can move, which is awesome. The flag can come out of the gun as well, which is really nice. She's got the mallet, which you can actually hold, unlike the DC Classics one. Yeah, I think she's gonna slip into my display with the Suicide Squad, so I can keep classic Harley over with Joker and Ivy. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's really cool, and she does come with a sort of a alternate Build-A-Figure piece for the Lex Luthor, which is a mother box. Not as nicely detailed as the Icons mother box that came with Mr. Miracle, but it is pretty nice and is larger for the DC Classic scale. So somebody's going to get this, not Harley. Harley doesn't need a mother box, but I'll give it to one of the people in the New Gods display. Maybe have one mother box with the Apocalypse, one mother box with New Genesis, or something like that. Like I said, that does it for the toys. I went to the comic shop on Wednesday, the 13th, so we're going to take a look at what I got there. So part one of the comic shop pickups, I have a pull box local comic shop, for those that don't know, and this is stuff that I picked up. Pretty much we'll talk about every title I have on my pull list, because I kind of wasn't there for a month, simply because I was going on a trip to Hawaii, so I had, you know, to save up for that and get ready for that, and I came back, and now we're here. So this is like basically like a month's worth of comics or so, so I think a little bit over a month, actually, but I did have some store credits, and I traded some stuff in. So, first up, we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 35. Those that aren't reading the Boom Studios Power Rangers comics that are Power Rangers fans, I highly recommend them. They are pretty great. This current arc, the Beyond the Grid, has been different, but it's coming to an end soon, which is kind of good, because I think it's not as solid as some of the earlier stuff. But I do like this variant cover, which is Legendary Battle. Go-Go Power Rangers number 16, the Power Swap arc, really great. I already read these are awesome. 17 had some really great plot developments. Ram Perot, you are an awesome writer. Moving along to Adventures of the Super Sons, this is a comic that's like a continuation of Super Sons, which I really loved, featuring Damian Wayne's Robin and John Kent's Superboy. Of course, the sons of Batman and Robin. Here's issues 6 and 7. Really great series. This is a 12-issue series, so highly recommend it. I recommend original Super Sons as well. Here you have Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer. This is I actually really enjoyed this. This has been a really great run. This is issue 13, issue 14, the Rhino. They've been kind of bringing back a lot of the classic villains. Here's issue 15's cover, like that a lot. It's kind of like, you know, we had 10 years of Dan Slott on main Spider-Man stuff, and now we have a new writer, and I like it. It's kind of going back to basics, but it's still doing some really cool, interesting things, and not wiping continuity, which is wonderful. So, highly recommend that. Domino by Gail Simone, issue 10. This one, her and Longshot are getting a little close. Domino got her own comic thanks to Deadpool 2, and Gail Simone is one of my favorite comic creators of all time, so that's how I ended up reading it. I have fallen in love with the character of Domino from this comic. Really cool stuff. Of course, my favorite Marvel superhero team is the Fantastic Four. Here we have Herald of Doom Part 1 in issue 6. Dan Slott moved from Spider-Man to Fantastic Four, and I've really enjoyed his Fantastic Four so far. Especially with the wedding with Ben Grimm and Alicia Masters last year, and now we're starting to pick up a new Galactus storyline, so this is going to be awesome. DC's Cecil Castellucci, I believe, is writing Female Furies, which is featuring Big Barda and the Female Furies of Apocalypse. This sort of seems to be in the vein of Mr. Miracle, which was fantastic, and I loved it. So this is great. I can't wait to read that. Like I said, I haven't read everything yet, but here are the Green Lantern number 3. This is Grant Morrison's new Green Lantern comic. Really cool stuff. Really weird Grant Morrison stuff, and I like weird Grant Morrison stuff. So we got issues 3, issues 4. I notice I have a lot of variant covers. Comic shop is nice, puts variants in the box. Hawkman number 8 by Brian Vendetti. This is Brandon Vendetti, I think. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I get my names mixed up. Really great variant cover. This is a fantastic comic. If you haven't been reading Hawkman, highly recommended. It's not only because it's my favorite superhero ever, but also because it's just a really great, time and space traveling adventure. Hawkman's more of an Indiana Jones type now, which is really cool, and they're really diving into his backstory and his past and his other lives. So really awesome. Scott Snyder's and James Tynion 4 as well. Justice League 15 here. Really cool comic. I'm really enjoying this new run of Justice League. I thought Rebirth Justice League was a little weak. This is definitely giving us like a lot more grand and epic stories. It's also twice a month. I'm really enjoying this. It's been really great so far. I know that's not like something that is a unique thought or anything. It's just, I'm really liking this new Justice League. I really am. Also, we have the annual. I'm not sure what's all going on here, but yeah, I got 4 Justice League comics to read. We have Justice League Dark. Justice League Dark recently rebooted with Wonder Woman on the lead of the team, and has been really awesome. I really like this incarnation of the team. Man-Bat's on the team, Swamp Thing's on the team, Detective Chimp. I love this cover with the Helmet of Fate, where the Justice League Dark is trapped, because Dr. Fate seems to have gone a little nuts, as Dr. Fates do. Justice League Odyssey. There's a trend here. New Justice is good. Justice League Odyssey, Azrael is on the cover of this variant. Also really great. Definitely recommended. It's not as, I don't think it's as strong as Dark and regular Justice League, but it is definitely shaping up to be something really cool and nice. Cosmic Odyssey Adventure. Also Jessica Cruz is in it. I love her. Return of Wolverine number 4. Mostly kind of I haven't been too impressed with this. I'm just kind of writing it out since it's a 5-issue series. But it's just been kind of diving into Logan stuff and how he came back and all this stuff. I know there's a lot of controversy on whether bringing back Wolverine was, or bringing back Logan, I should say, and then switching Laura Kinney back to being X-23 instead of Wolverine has been, I think she should have stayed as Wolverine personally, but I do like Logan, and I've been wanting to read this. It's been really kind of odd, the Return of Wolverine, because he's kind of like gaining his memories back. It's okay. I'm not gonna say like this is a must-have one. What is a must-have is Star Trek Transformers. So Star Trek vs. Transformers takes the Transformers of the G1 cartoon and the Star Trek characters of the animated series and puts them together in one comic, and it's been absolutely amazing so far. I think this is the final issue because it's only a 4-issue series. This has been wonderful. If you're a Star Trek fan or a Transformers fan, if you like G1 cartoon, pick it up even if you're not a Star Trek fan. It's awesome. If you're a fan of both like I am, golden stuff. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 90. This is probably like one of the longest running modern comics. Usually things get rebooted. Like even the new 52 titles for DC went to 52, then started over at 1 for Rebirth. Ninja Turtles at 90 and 91. It's about to hit 100 issues, and that's an accomplishment in and of itself. So good job, IDW Ninja Turtles. I've been reading it since day 1, and not gonna say it's like been a perfect run, but it's been really good. It's stayed consistent for the most part, and yeah, it's about to hit 100 issues of its main ongoing, not including all of its side content. It's done. Titans 33. This is almost over. It makes me sad because I really like this comic when it started. I've been following it. I did like it when they reshuffled the team to add Miss Martian and Steel, Beast Boy to it. But now that we're at the point of Wally and Roy are dead, Dick Grayson's lost memories, this book kind of lost half its characters, especially losing Dick as a leader. And Donna's been struggling with that, and so are the writers, I think, because it's hard. It's hard when the lead character or the leader of a team is missing suddenly, and it's not because of the story they're telling. Like Dan Abnett is writing this, but he's not in charge of what happens to Dick Grayson. The whole Rick Grayson thing was not his idea; it was somebody else's, called an editor, and it affects this book. But they have had Kyle Rayner lately, which is fun. But it is ending, I believe, in March, which makes me sad because I really like Titans. Here we have Uncanny X-Men number 9. They did a weekly 10-part series for Uncanny X-Men. It's been a bit of a mess, not gonna lie. I'm still reading it though because X-Men. Finally, the weeklies are over. This is getting a little stressful in the budget. But yeah, now we're moving into annual, and now we're moving on to the issue 11, which was an $8 issue because reasons. So I'm gonna keep it up with it. I do like X-Men. Young Justice. Young Justice is back. Brian Michael Bendis is writing. But Patrick Gleason is doing art. I'm not a big Brian Michael Bendis fan, just personally speaking. Most of the books I read are like they read like novels, which I don't think just matches the medium very well, and I can go into it for an hour or more. But I'm going to give these Young Justice a try. The first Brian Michael Bendis comic I actually really enjoyed was Infamous Iron Man, so anything's possible, especially because I love a lot of these characters. I love a lot of these characters so much, like especially Cassie and Tim and Khan and Bart, and then these three, like Amethyst is cool. Teen Lantern I think was taken from a Legion of Superheroes comic that tied into the animated series, and I forgot what her name is, but yeah, pretty cool. I like Patrick Gleason, again, one of my favorite artists. And here's issue 2. So looking forward to reading this. It looks fun. And then lastly, we have Man and Superman. Now, Man and Superman is a Marv Wolfman Superman story about his first time at Metropolis that was written for, I believe, Superman Confidential in 2006. And he scripted it all out, never got a chance to release it, never got art put to it. But that has finally happened in a 100-page special, and I'm so friggin' excited to read this. I want to kind of blow through the rest of the weeklies, because this is just looking amazing. It's great. And Marv Wolfman is absolutely, like, probably my #1 DC writer, comics writer at all. I got to meet him last October at a convention that was magical. So this is fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this. So that's my monthly pulls. Now that's not all I got. I did pick up some trade paperbacks because there was some sales. So we'll run down this quicker than that. First up, there are my comic shop has had a $5 trade paperback bin that's now $4 each, or 2 for $5. So I picked up some good stuff. We have Fantastic Four Inhumans Atlantis Rising. I picked it up because it was Fantastic Four Inhumans and Namor. So that was it. Got the Marvel Masterworks paperback version of the X-Men Volume 1, which is the first 10 issues. Wanted this from X-Men Collection. Fantastic Four by Walt Simonson, Volume 3, because I have Volume 2, so I'm Volume 1. This was in the half price. I got Superman Unchained Deluxe Edition, which is awesome. I loved this series. I read it monthly. I'm probably going to sell off my single issue set now, because I got this nice hardcover of that. Superman Birthright was in the discount bin. And Mark Waid. I like Mark Waid, so, you know, I figured I'd pick that up. I haven't read it. Decided to upgrade to a hardcover of Flash Volume 1 Move Forward from New 52. I thought that was the strongest part of this New 52 Flash run was, like, this storyline, the guerrilla warfare storyline. Especially Blackhawks, New 52. I really like this because it's written by a G.I. Joe writer, so it kind of felt like G.I. Joe, which is awesome. And it's really great, and I had it in single issue, so now I can, you know, sell off the single issues. And then we have Ultimate Fantastic Four hardcover Volume 1, which is the first 2 volumes of the series, which I actually had in paperback, and I have Volumes 2, 5, and 6 of the hardcovers, so... And especially when this was like in the 2 for $5 deal, of course I was going to pick this up. This was really good. So now I got that. Interesting series if you want like a more consistent take on the Fantastic Four, like 57 issues. Go for this. But otherwise, you know, main universe stuff usually appeals to me more. And then I picked up a copy of Alex Ross's Mythology, the DC Comics art of Alex Ross. I love Alex Ross's art, and this book is just full of it, and it's like full of the history of the artist, and it's all really nicely laid out. And I've wanted a copy of this ever since I found out about it, because I didn't know it existed since it came out in 2003. I was 8, so I wasn't really paying attention to art books. But when Alex Ross was promoting Marvelocity, his new book for Marvel art, he talked about Mythology, and I was like, I need a copy of that. And then my comic shop got one. I actually put this on hold about a month ago, and I traded some comics in to get it. So I'm really happy with that. Really happy with these. And that's my pickups for the week, so stay tuned for next week. We'll see whatever I get. I don't have anything coming. I have one thing coming in, I think, from the new Hasbro Pulse shop. So that'll be fun. And other than that, it's a bit of a mystery. Hopefully I can budget out and go to the comic shop at least, pick up my comics. But yeah, so no idea what's going to be next week. It'll be a surprise, a mystery, or I'm going to tour some random part of my collection because I'll have time to fill. But anyways, be sure to check out hero-club.com for all of your Toy Fair news and more. We got a ton of stuff going up. I've been writing things over there. And stay tuned for more videos. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified. And until next time, this is Soundout saying goodbye.